on my video, and it was basically calling my gameplay trash. Obviously, I'm not like unfamiliar to this. People obviously look at my gameplay and judge it all different type of ways, but this one guy was super critical of my gameplay. So I was like, well, let's look at his gameplay.
This entire clip, it's just you hard coping, my guy. Everyone knows you are carried, but the fact that you are so against that idea just shows how delusional you are. Let's analyze all your counter-arguments, shall we?
Let's do what he does, and let's sit back and nitpick his gameplay and see if he's some like goated player or if he's just someone yapping in my comment section. First, let's read what he says. If this guy got to GOD, it just shows how trash and scrubby this game is and how carried Yoshimitsu is.
And? Am I wrong though? Am I wrong?
I'm actually surprised he played rank long enough to reach GOD. I thought he barely even plays the game and just talks trash and make videos about tweets all day. OMG, I went and saw how he plays and I got cancer. Every time he's pressured, he just backs away and spams poison breath, or that stupid low sweep that nobody can react to.
But that's how you play, my guy. I saw you play and realized that's how you made it to GOD. That's your winning strategy, to turtle and abuse Yoshimitsu's game-breaking cheat tools which have difficult counterplay, and the opponent has to play 10 times better than you to win. I could never be satisfied with cheating my way to God ranks like that. That could never be me.
He legit got to GOD by doing this. This game is an abomination. This guy does not belong anywhere near those ranks. If Yoshimitsu wasn't in the game, I doubt he would make it to Kenshin.
No lies spoken there. That's literally how he plays. There is no counterplay to him turtling and spamming poison breath and just playing keep out when being pressured. It's really difficult to fight a Yoshimitsu who turtles like a scared rat. But that's his winning ticket, so that's what he does.
When I first seen that comment, I was going to make a video kind of like, looking at this guy's gameplay. But I was like, actually, no, it's too petty. I'm not going to do that. Let's just focus on Evo and reveals and happiness. But people like this, bro, they don't stop. Here's the comment that made me think, okay, let's make a video about this guy. If Yoshimitsu wasn't in the game, I don't think you would have made it to Bushin. The scrub carry on this character is unfathomable.
Again. Am I lying? Where is the lie? If I'm wrong, just prove it by picking a different character and prove me and everyone else that you're not carried. And you can achieve the same results with a different character. That is literally the definition of a good player. Someone who can achieve the same results with more than one character. I'm afraid you don't qualify, since you refuse to use any other character. Why is that, I wonder?
23 likes. This was one of the top comments on my video when I reached GOD2.
And you know why I got 23 likes? Because no lies were spoken. People know the truth when they hear it.
Let's see what he's cooking up. This guy is talking about what is and what is not skill. He better have a lot of it then. And of course a blue rank player, right?
I'm not a blue rank player. I'm just using a character that is in blue ranks. Unlike you, I main 3 characters. Which is obvious for anyone who clicks on my channel. This is how I can tell that you think your viewers are stupid. Like they're too stupid to click on my channel and see for themselves that you're talking nonsense. But there are a lot of morons in your comments section, so it's not surprising that you think your viewers are stupid.
When you talk about who is being toxic, who is being egotistical, who is being like yappy in the comment sections, it's blue ranks, bro. And it's not even all the blue ranks, but it's this kind of blue rank that gives all the other blue ranks a very bad reputation. Whenever you see me like talking trash about blue ranks, I really don't want to like talk about everyone. It's just like these guys. Trash at the game, carried at the game.
Trash and carried at the game? Bro, I'm not the one who only uses one character because he's so trash at the game that he can only win with the cheapest character in the game. Bro, I am not like you. Devil Gene does not really play Tekken, he cheats the neutral with his bullshit, and so I struggle to play against him. I'm used to playing Tekken, not Mortal Kombat.
Done this character? Bro, what? Like look at this. Like he's saying duck, bro, on this string. Like the amount of I don't know how to play the game.
The reason I told that Gene player to duck is because he was ducking randomly for no reason, and I said it ironically, not because ducking was the correct counterplay to my move. But since you're not the brightest bulb, I don't expect you to understand irony and context.
And then he does this string in retaliation, and he tells the Jin to duck, bro. How about you punish his hop kick? You know that that's launch punishable, right?
Why would I want to launch punish him there when any hit would have killed him? You're not making any sense, bro. You don't really think before you talk. You argue and make your points like an emotional and irrational woman. You display feminine behavior.
You're saying for him to duck. How about you punish? What? It is crazy though that someone of this skill level can reach all the way to Tekken God, because you can.
Bro, you're the last person on earth that should talk about anyone's skill level. You are the carried mighty ruler rank in disguise that can only win with the cheapest character in the game. Not me. I use 3 characters, and I can achieve the same results with all 3 of them. Which proves that I'm carried by skill, not characters. What about you? When was the last time you proved you are not carried by your character? Exactly. Never.
You can obviously look at his gameplay and see that he doesn't know what he's doing. look at him. Guess the stance slot mix up or die. Amazing character. Even if this guy like guessed properly, he still want to punish because he has no skill. Like, you're throwing out that move. Round start that move?
Round start shoulder is a solid option for Fang against button mashers. But since you don't know shit about Fang, you have no idea what you're talking about. As usual.
I don't know, bro. And then he's talking about mashing. Right here. Yeah, just mash, bro. This is just someone who like really complains about the game, and they use all of the conversations of balance of season 2, stance A, Tekken plus 8 on block, use all of these things to justify their losses and never look inwards. You gotta look at like your own gameplay and see why it is that people were better than you.
Look at you trying to sound like some kind of Tekken expert taking the high moral ground, while being too chicken shit to ever pick a different character. That is crazy, bro. Nothing you say has any credibility or substance. Your word is false.
This guy is just like sporadically button mashing, counter hits, heat engagers. It sucks though. It sucks that these guys are like causing so much of a disturbance in the online space. Like, look at that scrub rage art. You're getting oh, now you don't want to mash. It's kind of sad to see. I wish these players would just play the game and have fun. I really do.
No, what you really want is everyone to just shut up and pretend that you're not the most carried mofo in the FGC. Well, I'm afraid that's not how it works, bro. If you play like a rat and talk like you're a lion, people are gonna call you out. You're a toothless worm pretending to be a dragon.
Just play the game and have fun, bro. You don't need to be so judgmental of others, because if people do the same to you, it's not a pretty look, bro.
Unlike you, I don't mind people talking shit about my gameplay because I'm not ashamed about my gameplay at all. I know where I stand on the talent skill tree. This is just my second Tekken game and I'm already 10 times the player you are. You've played Tekken since Tag 2 and you can't even KBD. Like, what are you even talking about, bro? You have 0 talent at this game. That's why you never change characters.
It's not a pretty look. We all been new to the game. We all been like new players and learning the game, but not all of us have been this like egotistical and this like moronic. Don't do that.
It's funny that you talk about ego, since your ego doesn't allow you to ever change characters because you know you'd get bodied. Between you and me, you are the egomaniac who wants to hang on to his only winning ticket like your life depends on it. I can take an L. Can you? No, you don't, and you can't. Because if you could, you wouldn't be so afraid to change characters. Your ego is so huge and fragile that you absolutely refuse to pick a different character. What the hell you would have done if Yoshimitsu wasn't in the game? I think you would have picked either Victor or Elisa. I know you're too chicken shit to pick a character that actually requires skill and effort to win.
Like new players and learning the game, but not all of us have been this like egotistical and this like moronic. Don't do that. Don't do that. The key charge there. Bro, oh yeah, I forgot, bro. He does key charges at the end of the match. When you key charge someone, you should key charge after you win the first round. You should key charge.
I often key charge after I'm down 2 rounds and make the comeback. You'll never have the balls to do that. I do it because I'm that confident in my ability to win. Making comebacks is what I do. It's like the main theme of my channel. Retaliation is my most constant S+ skill, in both T7 and T8.
After you win the first game or something, key charge early. Don't wait until the whole set is over and then key charge at the very end. That's like a coward's key charge.
I've been key charging when down 2 rounds since Tekken 7. But since you don't watch my channel, you have no idea what you're talking about. And I saw you key charge too. This moral high ground act is so cringe coming from you. You literally play like a bitch, argue like a bitch, and use a bitch character. Get your act together, bro.
Charge. In my opinion, you don't get no respect for that. You don't get no respect.
Like I give a shit about your respect. Respect from you means nothing. Why would I care about respect from a rat? You are just a slimy, disingenuous rodent that lies and intentionally takes things out of context. Bro, you are a rat. You play like a rat, talk like a rat, and act like a rat.
People like this will exist though. Just very negative just very negative and toxic, and it just consumes their whole like everything. Even this Armor King he's going up against is showing more skill. That's the thing, like the people he's going up against is showing way more skill than him.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm winning and they're losing, because they're better than me. Dude, you make no sense at all when you talk. You just open your mouth without thinking while the reality in front of you contradicts you as you talk.
Which makes you feel like he's the one who's carried. They're the ones who's blocking his rage arts. They're the ones who's crouching his highs. They're the ones who are looking at what he's trying to do. He's just mashing into them. He's just mashing. And
no, I'm not just mashing. I know exactly what I'm doing. You cannot get high ranks with Eddie and Fang on bad fundamentals, even in Tekken 8. I know a lot of people hate my characters. And I know why they hate them. But that's a topic for another video. And if I mash is because I have a read on my opponent, and I know I can get away with it. That's why my so-called mashing worked on this Armor King, and I won the match. I changed my playstyle depending on my opponent, and since these are just quick matches against scrubs like you, I don't feel it's necessary for me to try hard in order to win. I don't play like a scared rat the way you do. My playstyle is aggressive and confident.
And the game is rewarding his recklessness. This is the thing. He is accusing everyone else of being carried and this or that. But it's him. Have you guys seen him punish one thing yet?
You're just talking out of your ass. You cannot get high ranks with Eddie and Fang on bad fundamentals. You need a rock-solid neutral game that involves pokes, reads, punishment, and movement. Otherwise you won't be able to win consistently against solid opponents enough to climb ranks. One can argue that Eddie being a DLC means people don't know the matchup, but they actually do. I have to be careful how I use Eddie because experienced players know when to press against him. You have no idea what it's like to use characters that don't win for you, and demand solid fundamentals. You use the most carry character in the game and refuse to pick any other character like a scared scrub. What the hell do you know about real Tekken? Nothing.
Or is he just mashing them? See, look, even the Armor King crouched that string right there.
Yeah, just like I said. People do know the Eddie matchup despite him being a DLC. I have to constantly adapt to my opponents. I can't just rely on brain-dead scrub bullshit like you.
Even though he didn't properly punish, you just see him like, you just see the makings of a good player. Where they crouch that move and then they're scouting the next one. Look, he's just mashing like heat or power crush or whatever that is. What kind of rage art is that?
It's just quick matches, dude, and I'm not tryharding. I'm not even tryharding and I'm still dominating most of my games. You're the last person on planet Earth that should question my Tekken skill. You're an orange rank in disguise.
What kind of rage art is that? Oh my god! It's pretty crazy. It definitely tells me that I'm right to not argue with these guys in the comment section. When I see people say like, oh, you play Yoshimitsu this, oh, blah, 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 that, I'm just going to think all of those guys are this guy's skill level. I don't know why blue rank players and like Tekken King players, I don't know why they just don't like play the game and just have a good time. I don't know why they feel the need to like go online and argue. When I was like rising up in the game, bro, I didn't do that.
Rising up in the game? But you didn't rise up in the game. You're a low-rank skill level player carried by a cheat character. You cheated the struggle of learning Tekken the hard way. You skipped the hard part and went with the most carried cheapest character in the game. And now you talk like you climbed the biggest mountain and you're up there with the best players in the game and have all this experience. Is it fun pretending to be a good player? Bro, you are living in the fantasy of your own imagination. You are carried, bro. It's not real. Your achievements in the game are not real. It's an illusion. You are living in a genjutsu.
Even, like in Tekken 7, that's where I made all my progress. I wasn't going online and like telling like Supreme players and these type of players like this and that. I wasn't doing that.
Well, that's because you never met a chicken shit player as big as yourself. And most people don't play like you, and they don't stick with one character only. And most importantly, the gameplay in previous Tekken titles was not as stupid and broken as it is in this game. The carry in Tekken 7 was no way near as it is in Tekken 8. So of course you never felt the need to call out someone. It has nothing to do with you being this nice guy with a high moral compass that would never say anything negative about someone. Your negativity is more sneaky, more hidden. And I saw it. That's why I can tell you're full of shit. Bro, until you grow some balls and pick a different character, you can't tell me nothing. Until you prove to the world and to yourself that you are not a scrub carried by your character, you will never have any credibility. Either grow some balls to prove me wrong, or just admit that you're a low-level carried player. You can't talk to me like I'm wrong while refusing to prove it. Prove it, bro. Pick a different character and let's see your true Tekken skill. Let us see the real Moonsault Slayer.